Hello YouTube, and welcome to this Total Client Center 1v1 tournament round 4 match. It's gonna be MCS mrknabber versus Warriors of Prom's Turcoman Bahadur. So two very good players. We're gonna see what happens in game number 1. And if you're wondering why my voice sounds like this, it's because basically my headset broke, so now I'm just left with my webcam microphone. I don't know, this is like the 10th headset that broke in a couple of years. Well, that's actually an exaggeration, but you get what I mean. Anyway, let's begin with this match. We have over here mrknabber's army. He's got... I'm gonna slow motion a bit. mrknabber is using a Shogun 2 army, while Turcoman's going with a little different style, WoC's army. So this is already a difference in their builds. You can see that mrknabber is sending a light cav over to this workshop. So for the rest of his army, he's got Yuri cav, Bo cav, operators sitting in the woods over there. Some more cav over here, Katana cav, and Naginata warrior among cav. That's his whole cavalry force. As for his infantry, let's take a quick look. No dachis, more no dachis, no dachis, no dachis, no dachis. So pretty much a no dachi core with a couple of Yari Shigeru. Actually, sorry, I mean this is a Yari samurai and a couple of Naginata attendants. Naginata attendants are pretty good to use against the Shogun against the WoC's army, since they're pretty good at being meat shields since they're so cheap. So I'm gonna start going over Turcoman's build right now. He's got a lot of Yariki on this flank, 3 of them, with a lot of upgrades it seems. Level 6. And he's got one over here. Level 6 as well. And Yarikachi over here in the woods. Spear Levy. One chevron Spear Levy, interesting. Shogatai. What else? Azure Dragon Force, Shogatai, Spear Levy, Yarikachi, and Azure Dragon Force again. That's pretty much their builds. I'm gonna start playing right now. We'll see what happens. Looks like mrknabber has dismounted his light cabin. He's gonna be capturing this dojo. However, we're gonna see if Turcoman is gonna allow him to do that. It's the workshop, so it's pretty important dojo. I would say mostly for Turcoman, since he might, well, his opponent has a lot of melee units, so that should help him over on this side. However, we have mrknabber chasing Turcoman's Yariki. I'm not sure why Turcoman is pulling away, because I'm pretty sure that he can fight this unit over here. That was pretty strange. But we might have an engagement over here indeed. We do. mrknabber's charging his operators into the Yarikachi over here. So the operators should win this fight without too much of a hassle. So mrknabber is moving his cavalry around. I can already tell that mrknabber is gonna be flanking Turcoman while using his Bo cav to do a little bit of skirmishing, already up to 39 kills. Over here, Turcoman's general is I don't know what he's doing. I think he may want to give his some morale boost, hence why he's here. So he's running his general away now. And his Yarikachi routed without doing too much damage. Well, they did kill some of the WoC raiders, but not enough. And cavalry dismounted for Mr. Knabber over here, gonna help out in this cavalry engagement. However, however, Turcoman did quite a lot of damage to this scary cav unit. And oh, he got caught over here, I think. Yeah, his general's caught in melee. It's not gonna be too good for him, but we have a main engagement over here as we were at the wrong side. Looks like Turcoman's forces are not doing too well at the moment. They are wavering because his general isn't close to his army, and he's gonna be killed soon. His Yariki are out of position, so they weren't able to help out his units. And we can already tell that his Shogutai are routing with 80 men. That doesn't happen if you keep your general close to your units. So you can already tell that this was a victory for Mr. Knabber. He deserved it, as he pretty much baited how to say, Turcoman's general over there in his cav while he rushed him and crushed his units. And that was a good move by him. Anyway, we're gonna jump over to game number 2. And this time it's gonna be floodplain, so a different map. Should be interesting. We might see some crabbing action now. Who's gonna be the one to do it? That's the question. If we do see it. So I'm gonna go over Mr. Knabber's build once again. Put it in slow motion. Right, so his left flank. So he's got a lot of. He's got a sword attendant, Nodachi. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Nodachis, WoC, and seems to have 3 Yuri Cav at the moment, with a couple more Cav hidden in the forest. Dana Cav and Naginata Warrior Monk Cav, all the way over here. He's got some another Nodachi hidden in the forest here. Naginata attendants as well. So we do indeed have some crabbing action. Nice to see. Now I think that's pretty much it for Mr. Knabber. Now for Turcoman's army. He's got some Yariki already. Well, as you can see, they have quite a lot of melee attack. A lot of upgrades. Level 6 once again. So, his army has some white bears in it. Imperial Guard Infantry, Azure Dragon Force, Yarikachi, Shogutai, Spear Levy, Shogutai again, Yarikachi. His general was Bushido general, I forgot to mention that in the last game. And I think Mr. Knabber's journal is, hang on, let's see where his journal is. Should be over here. Yep. Seems to be a leadership journal, as usual with Shogun 2 journals. Oh, and he has this Raider unit in and over here. I don't know how much it's gonna help him though, since it's all the way over here. It's pretty far away from the battlefield, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna click play, since we now know the builds. So that I think Mr. Knabber wants to skirmish with his vocab for a little bit. Let's see, he's targeting the Yariki at the moment. He needs to be very careful though, since this Azure Dragon Force unit might be able to fire soon. He is killing a good number of men from this Yari key. And this is pretty good for him already. Killing 8 men in a Yari key unit that's level 6. This unit that costs, what, about 1030 Koku maybe? That's very expensive, and he still hasn't retreated his Yari key from here. He should be doing it because they've already lost 15 men. But as I say that, there's an engagement over here, so let's quickly take a look over here. You see that Mr. Knabber's sword attendants, Nagano attendants, and Arachi are rushing into melee. However, their morale isn't doing very well as they're being pincered from all sides. You should be using Banzai with his Nodachis so they don't rout. This would be a good moment to use it, but oh, they do indeed rout. And now Mr. Knabber is forced to pull away his Yari Cav. They did take a lot of casualties though. And now Turcoman is doing the right thing, just supporting his Cav. And his Shokutai is actually stopping Mr. Knabber's sword units as well. He's rushing in more sword units. As for this side, there's actually a lot of stuff going on at the same time. These players are really microing their hearts out. But we can see that Turcoman is trying to reposition his units over there. And he actually caught this Yari camp over here, but these units are going to get charged and overwhelmed since Mr. Knabber has a lot of swords on this side. But Turcoman is also going to win on this side. The thing is though that Mr. Knabber doesn't really have that much cav on this side, so he can't really rush Turcoman and stop him with something. He needs to keep Turcoman in place with something, but he can't since his cav is all the way over there. So Turcoman can just basically pull back and retreat to his other units. That's exactly what he's doing right now. Good move by him, and he's gonna be charging in with this Shogutai that we're fighting over there. And even Mr. Knabber's journalism melee, this is a fairly bold move. But now he's gonna be going to stand and fight. The choice in this Katana Cav over here is gonna catch Turcoman's general. And another Yari Cav is charging in to Turcoman's general, so this is pretty big at this moment. As Nagano attendant unit is rushing up over here behind Imperial Guard infantry. However, I have to say that this cavalry actually proved to be decisive in this, since they're going to be charging into the Shogutai, but that's going to mean that this Imperial Guard infantry is going to shoot them to pieces. And it looks like Mr. Knabber's WoC raiders are now coming to battle, but as I said, they were too far away from the battlefield, so only now they're actually reaching the battlefield. Oh, Mr. Knabber needs to charge in with this unit, and there he goes. Oh, I don't think he got off a good charge. But yeah, it looks like this is gonna be Turcoman's game, since he really dealt with that rush quite well, and he pulled back over here when necessary, so that he was able to meet up with the rest of his forces, and from there on just was able to capitalize on his advantage and win the game. As you can see, Mr. Knabber's WoC raiders did not do too much since they were deployed too far away from the battlefield. You don't want to deploy them too close to your enemy, but you don't want to deploy them too far away from the battlefield as well. So you gotta find that balance, or you can also just keep them with your main line. Anyway, we're gonna go into final game 3 on rice fields. This is the deciding game of this series between Mr. Knabber of MCS and Turcoman Bahadur of Warriors of Crom. So we're just loading right now, and while we're loading, gonna go over this map. Now, before the patch there was actually only a farmhouse over here, so I mean before Fall of the Samurai was released, but now there are randomized dojos, so sometimes you can get 2 dojos on this map, sometimes 3, but most of the time you get 3 dojos. They're randomized, so this map has changed a little bit. But on this map, a lot of line infantry and 150 range units are pretty good when it's Fall of the Samurai versus Fall of the Samurai, but obviously this is Fall of the Samurai versus Shogun, so things are a little bit different. Turcoman has Shogutai, since Shogutai are actually a very cost-efficient unit against Shogun armies, but I'm just gonna go over Turcoman's army. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 hierarchy as usual. His general, he hasn't changed the skill tree. And he's got 1, 2, 3 Shogutai, same as the last 2 battles. 2 Yarikachi vanilla, and 1, 2 Imperial Guard infantry. So far, so I'm gonna go over Mr. Knabber's build. He's got on his right flank, he's got Norachis, 2 of them. Some Nagano attendants. Swap Raider unit over here. Yari-Cav, WoC, 2 Nagano attendants, and 2, 3 Norachis. And his general over here with the Nagano warrior on Cav. So that's his build. Looks like he wants to keep Turcoman from capturing the workshop. However, Turcoman is capturing the Sword Dojo, and this is going to help him out a lot against Mr. Knabber, since Mr. Knabber has a huge amount of swords. Alright, so we're going to see how Mr. Knabber responds to Turcoman getting all these dojos. He's going to try and deny this one, and I think he's going to be able to do it. Flag isn't completely raised yet, but oh, now it is. It's now controlled by Turcoman. And the WoC for Mr. Knabber is being a huge nuisance for Turcoman. But here we go, the first volleys into the Nagano attendants, killing 21 men. They were in pretty good cover, and it's hard to hit them from here. As you can see, the terrain isn't the best. There's trees over here, and the terrain over here is a little bit different. But we can now see that Mr. Knabber is basically pulling back over here, and he's going to flank this side. This is I would say this is a pretty good move from him, but oh, he got his Yari-Cav shot over here. Only 4 losses though, nothing too bad. But over here it's a pretty important engagement. So he charged his Yari-Cav into Turcoman's Yari-Ki. However, I would say that Turcoman's Yari-Ki should win that battle. There they do. Now over in the middle, over here, Mr. Knabber is getting engaged with Turcoman. And he's gonna go around with his light cav and try and hit, I believe, Turcoman's infantry units. Turcoman's doing an interesting move over here. He's charging into Mr. Knabber's journal, this own journal, but Mr. Knabber does have this Nagano warrior cav over here to stop Turcoman's journal. That was a good move by him. And this light cav is gonna get stopped by Yari-Ki. Nice reaction from Turcoman. But now Mr. Knabber's sword units are getting swarmed by the Shogutai of Turcoman over here. But that being said, Turcoman Turcoman's units seem to be losing on this side, and he broke through here with this Noda cheese. But this hierarchy of Turcoman should rout this Noda cheese. There's still the general for Turcoman over here fighting Mr. Knabber's general, but I'm pretty sure Turcoman's general is gonna die soon, and his units will be in peril once that happens. We'll rout very quickly. That's this hierarchy. Saber Cav as well, with 44 kills. I didn't notice it. Yeah, at this point it seems to be going up. These Imperial Guard infantry doing the dance. Here we have a nice matchup. Know that she's in melee against Imperial Guard infantry. However, the Imperial Guard infantry is cheating by shooting. More action over here, but Turcoman is firing into the backs of his own men, and that's not helping his morale at all. This is a very close game, though. I mean, while Mr. Knabber did mop up this side, he's gonna be able to. I mean, it's a question of whether he's gonna have. He's gonna come quickly enough to actually change something over here while his units are fighting. And now his general hot rally, where he uses units, I think, and Odachi used Banzai. Operators and Odachi's in melee, they routed that unit. And these units are wavering and should be routed, so Mr. Knabber is the winner of this round 4 matchup. He's gonna advance to the next round. It was a very nice game by both players, as were the other 2 games. So congratulations to Mr. Knabber, and tough luck to Warriors of Crom's Turcoman, who is now out of the tournament. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.